day 2, and here I am. I wanted to be more authentic each video, and I think today is about as authentic as it gets. My day was not filled with happiness, or at least it was until the end. Today I realized something really important, and that is that my happiness is dependent on somebody else. What does that mean? If you or anyone that you know has ever been in a relationship with somebody who is an addict of any kind, there's a tremendous amount of stress and difficulty that goes along with that. My day, and I try to live each day filled with happiness and full of smiles. How can I make other people happy? And then at the end of the day, what boils down for me and the remaining of my happiness is if my partner is, when's he coming home? When he comes home, if he does come home, is he going to be drunk? Is he going to have alcohol on his breath? Is there going to be a perfume from another woman? Half an hour after he should be home, my heart gets heavy, my chest gets heavy, and then my anxiety goes up, and then forget happiness, that's out the door. I'm thinking worst case scenario, and I can't even breathe. Because for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you out there who have been with in a relationship with addicts, and you love them, you keep coming back, and you keep dealing with it, and you keep believing that this is the last time, and that sobriety is the next step for them, and that they're really going to do it this time. I mean, I'm one of those people. I'm here today. I'm preaching about happiness, and I feel like the only thing that I'm taking away from this is that I'm the first person that needs to take a lesson out of my own book. And so today, great day. Woke up, I did my affirmations, I did my meditations. I was feeling great. Today was a great day. Loving life. And got the house super clean. Just because I wanted him to walk in and see the house amazing. Be like, thanks, you know. Who doesn't want to come home to a nice clean house? I had the time. And half an hour passes from when he should be home. I stress out, my anxiety goes up, my heart starts pounding, and then I watch that clock and forget every bit of happiness that happened before then. I'm stuck in this emotion. This fear has now got total grip over me, and I'm in utter fear of what's going to happen. When is he coming home? Why is he late? Well, he's half an hour. He's going to have to explain half an hour. But a half an hour. He should be at home. An hour goes by, and I'm thinking, maybe he told me that he was going to be late. I'm racking my brain. So after an hour, I'm calling. Who am I calling? I'm calling his mom. Hey, have you seen Jeremy? No. Okay, thanks. Calling his friends. He doesn't have a cell phone. Super convenient for an addict. And as you'll have to excuse the bugs. I'm going to just take a brief second to tell you, in order for me to get out here to my favorite spot in the whole world, which is out in the middle of the forest, super convenient, but I had to string as many Christmas lights as I had to get out here. End up working great lighting, super pumped. So excuse the mayflies, you might see them buzzing around. And so I'm freaking out. And my chest is getting heavy and my heart's pumping, and I'm like, what is going on? And I'm no longer, forget happiness, that's yesterday's news. I'm panicking full blown, and I have kids, and I'm trying to act like it doesn't bother me. But when you've been in a relationship with so much broken mistrust and so many lies, you almost don't know any other way to act besides that. At least for me. And as my breathing increases and I'm looking at the time and I'm watching it, 2 hours goes by, and now I'm pissed. I'm no longer I'm in fear of what's going to happen. I'm pissed off because no matter what story he gives me, 2 hours, like, that's unexplainable. Unless the car broke down or you got pulled to jail, I'm freaking out. So you walk in the house, giving the kids a bath, and, hey babe, just let you know I'm home. Whoa. And the instant that he opens the door, by the look in his eyes, by his glazed off eyes, and you know that he's been drinking. And every emotion of anger, of fear, just bubbles over. And living in that moment, that trying to live in present moment, is like gone. I never once in that whole time period did I ever think, oh, this is present moment, so this is the emotion I'm thinking, I should stop now. No, that never happened. So I'm assuming, again, that in 31 days, like, that's my goal. Certainly not today. So, elevation of anger, not wanting to have an argument in front of the kids, but at the same time wanting them gone. How do I do that? So, Caden, come watch your brother for just a second. You need to leave. You need to leave. At the end of the day, after everything was said and done, things were said behind closed doors that super hurtful. And I realized that those super hurtful things have been said to me for 5 years. That's how long I've been with him. I've been cheated on for 5 years, repeatedly, during pregnancy, during times of extreme happiness, during times of lows. I have really been through the gauntlet as far as relationships go, and I've never put up with anything from anyone besides this one man who I love with all my heart. And then I think, it just hits me as I'm literally, he says, well, you're not going to make your video now, because I'm bawling my eyes out, and every emotion in me is shaking, and I'm teary-eyed, and I almost can't even breathe, because I've just had it. Like, 5 years, you know? Like, when is enough enough? When is sobriety really sobriety? When is faithfulness really faithful? And it just hit me. As soon as he said, so you're probably not going to make your video on happiness now, are you? And then that's when I knew that I had to make my video on happiness. And I certainly wasn't going to come on here and pretend that my day was hunky-dory and amazing, because that's definitely not the kind of day that I had. But this is real. And I'm really, really trying to, maybe this whole thing is for me, but I'm trying to be happy in my life, in my skin, in my situation, and promote that with somebody else, to help somebody else out there. And that's my whole purpose of this. So I just pull myself together, sit in front of that makeup mirror, and I do my makeup the best that I can, just throw it on. I'm like, you know what? This is it. This whole process is for me. Here I am trying to tell everyone else how to be happy, and here's how to do it. When my whole happiness is dependent on one person who only makes me happy when they're happy or having a good day. It's like, what? I have books and books on happiness. And at the end of the day, I have to realize that his life is his life, and he's going to live his life the way he wants to. Do I want to be in it? Yeah. I love him. But when do I decide that I'm strong enough to really be? Now I have no job. I am dependent on him. I have to hear those things said to me when he's drunk or when he's angry. Or so I think. I'm like, no, 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 Ashley. I'm like telling myself this in my head, like, what? Like, this is the whole purpose of every positive thinking book, is to realize that the only person that's going to make you happy is you. And really, truly, that is it. If I allow him to make me happy or make me sad, then I give so much power to him. I so much power. People look at me and they think that I'm just like this fierce Viking warrior half the time. And, you know, yeah, I have 98% of the time I am. But when I come home, my happiness is completely dependent on the one person that I come home to. And that could make or break my whole day. So, I can't live like that anymore. This is it. So the 31 days for me personally is going to be a journey of trying to control those emotions. If he does, sobriety for him can last 9 months to a year. And then there's that edge, and then that edge, once he falls off that edge, it's for extended periods of time. So do I know if tomorrow if he's going to come home? I can't think about that. If my happiness is dependent on me personally, I can't be thinking about when he's coming home or what he's doing. I can't. And do I want him to be in my life? Yes, absolutely. I do. Best friend, when he is sober, he's my best friend in the whole wide world. Couldn't ask for anyone else to share my time or my thoughts with. So, for any of you out there who are in any kind of relationship with an addict, I hope you gain something from this and maybe go on this journey with me, whether they see that they're no longer, do they have that power? For me, I feel like it's their power over me. I feel like that's his power. He knows that I'll always come back, and that's because I always have. It's like, every single time, no matter what has happened, I have gone back. I've never talked about our relationship in a negative light, ever. And if this is talking in a negative light, I don't believe it is. Because this is reality, and I'm speaking about reality, and I'm trying to help everybody in their real life situations, and this is my real life situation. I mean, I hauled Christmas lights out in the woods so that I could film this in my favorite place in the world, because this is about as real as gonna get. I lit my own fire, okay, and that's a big deal. It might have took 2 pizza boxes and 12 pages of last week's homework, but this is not an application for Naked and Afraid. It's real shit. So I hope that as each day goes on, I'm just going to keep it as real, and I hope this comes off as about as authentic as it's going to get. I've been jabbering on for 13 minutes, but I want to end it with this, and that's something positive. So my affirmations for the day are, I'm blessed that tonight is an open, beautiful, starry sky night, that I was able to bring my computer, haul everything out, a lamp, logs, paper, everything. I mean, it took me probably an hour and a half to haul everything out here to get this done, but that was what I made my mind up to do. I was going to do this, and I had to be in this spot because it was going to be as real gets. So, I'm blessed for this starry night. What can I gain from happiness? And that is, right now, I feel like a whole nother person by just addressing my fears straight up and just admitting to myself that I am dependent, my happiness is dependent on somebody else, or at least was until the moment I decided it wasn't. I mean, until you do that, until you evaluate your life, if you're other personal, if you go home and your mood is completely dependent on the other person, then yeah, they have control over your happiness. If I can help you in any way, right now I feel like a warrior, and I feel strong, and I feel like I can help somebody out there. So I hope that I do. And tonight's going to be a great night. I'm going to have to somehow put this fire out. I'm going to have to go in, go to sleep. Before I do, I'm going to do some meditation and just even calm my nerves down even more than they already are. And this whole thing may be more for me than it is for anyone. But thank you for listening and tuning in and allowing me to be into your life. Much love.